Hello everybody, welcome back to Supersymmetry. In our previous episode, I think we went and did circuit assembler. Yeah, a big circuit assembler machine for high voltage circuits. I found out these boxes can actually be stacked, and you can increase the amount of stuff you can store in one box, which would be very handy right about now, except we can't actually build up because there's a heat exchanger above that box. Today we're going to be taking care of, well, the quest book. And also, stainless steel, because I want to be getting stainless steel pretty soon. Look at this. Stainless steel. It requires ferrosilicon, fluorite, manganese, in order to get carburized stainless steel, which is required for this. So to get started today, we're going to go ahead and we're going to wrench one of the pipes, so that way we don't end up making carbon. The reason we need coke and not carbon is because that's really what it requires. It requires coke, okay? Now, y'all remember yesterday when we had to use the EBF over here. Well, no. We don't have to anymore. We can now. Oh my gosh. It's not guaranteed. Holy crap. No, wait. It actually can use carbon. It can use carbon. Let's go. I'm not decreasing my carbon footprint. I have batch crafted 2 EBFs. This is perfect for this. We're gonna need at least one of these, I'm assuming. Now, I'm not sure where we're gonna set this up, but if I had my guys somewhere over here. Wait, I do have a room for this. Right here. But also, there's a lot of other stuff involved in this, so we're gonna get manganese first. That's gonna be our goal. We're gonna focus on manganese. This requires us to begin with our iron rods. We're gonna leave these guys, and then we're gonna go ahead and get some stuff. We're gonna go ahead and get an output edge. A low voltage output edge should do. An LV input bus, which we're going to go ahead and make right here on the crafting table since it's pretty easy. You just go like this, and then you go like this, and then you have an input bus. The muffler hatch is a little bit more difficult, however, we should be able to make this since we have a lot of batch crafted components here. We're going to go ahead and go do that, and then we make the muffler hatch, like so. This is very commonly used. Finally, we have this, the maintenance hatch. And then we have to move on to some more complex hatches, so shove all the tools in there. We got the maintenance hatch. Now, we made those iron rods for the magnetizer, or the polarizer as it's called. Then we take 1, 2, 3, 4 for each rod, and we run these steel ingots on the 3rd setting in the wire mill. Now, I wanted to produce a bunch of resistors yesterday, and I did not get to it, so we're going to take care of them today before we even start on the next part of the project. Alright, we're going to shove it in our iron rods, find steel wire, pull that out, set the 1st setting. Nice. And that's going to make the last thing we need, which is for the power input hatches. We're going to need 2, because the EBF runs ridiculously expensive on energy. Take a look at this. It's a 120 EU volts, or EU per tick, which is a lot. Now there's one final thing we must prepare, which is a battery buffer, because you don't want to run these on your main grid. It's it eats energy. So, oh, this is not an energy buffer. This is that's an energy hatch. That's why it's not an energy buffer. Okay, just put that like that. There we go. Now everything's ready for assembly. We'll go ahead and attach it right here. This is the perfect place to attach. Now let's just shift F3G. As you can see, we have just enough space for an EBF, if we really want to do it here. I'm not sure whether to use superconducting wires for this, or if I should use some other type of wire. Also, that's going to be 16 EU amps going in, and coming out will be 8. Well, no, technically it's 8 going in, and 8 coming out, okay. Well, the plan is that we're going to go ahead and set this up like normally. However, we're going to go ahead and move the battery buffer a little bit, because I want it like here, so that way I can have the option to expand this out further, maybe in the future. Alrighty, so now all we have to do is hook everything up. Energy hatches will go right here. And it's going to avoid the pipelines, so don't worry. Energy hatches, boom. EBF, boom. What's next? I think we should have the output hatch here, because we'll have the other stuff in this chunk. Input bus over here. Wait. Output hatch should go like this way, so we can it should go on the top for waste disposal reasons. Alright, so having everything put together, we have to do maintenance on it now. I hate this part, because I have to go get all my tools out of the box and then bring them up here. We have to complete Supersymmetry in the next 2 days before it updates, okay? I think we can do that. Connecting all those wires, and I can now just add batteries to the buffer. Now, here's what's required. We need calcite dust, tiny piles of calcite. We need to go ahead and also get pyrolusite. I'm not sure how it's said, but I have a bunch of it somewhere. I'm not sure which box it's hiding in. It's hiding in one of these boxes, however. That's magnesia. Not what we're looking for. Here's my pirate dust. Pirate dust. Yeah, it's pirate dust. Okay. Okay, we need carbon now. Carbon can be found in this box here from the aluminum setup. We could just steal from there. It's gonna be fine. The aluminum setup doesn't even run half the time anyway. Okay, it's fine. Combine them all together, press setting 1, I think, and then it should be good to go. Oh crap, I forgot the output bus. Whoops. That's the most important part. Huh, I have an input bus in there, so if I just hit this guy with a screwdriver, I should be able to turn this guy into an output bus and save a bunch of stuff. Nope. You're not going to turn into the funny one. You're going to turn into the output bus. Is that the only problem this has? Does it not have an input hatch on it? Does it not have the thing on it? No, it has a thing on it. What is this abomination we've just created? What? Get out of here. Get my inventory. Okay, it turns out I supplied it with tiny piles of anthracite dust instead of calcite dust, which is not good. I think we need to add an ore processing section for pyrolusite, so I think we'll do that right now. And then we'll hook it into here for the spaghetti. Now the way we can maximize this is by using an ore washer, which we're going to go ahead and make over here because this is where I have all my machine stuff at. And this should be no problem. I should just be able to click on the ore washer. Where is that? Where is this thing hiding? It's hiding from me. What? It should be close to the beginning. I know that for sure because we made these way back in the day. Is that it? As a package. Ore washing plant. Give me that. Please. Thank you. You see, my organization skills are 10 out of 10. Very maximum organization. Would you like to see some of my storage? Oh my gosh, the spaghetti is unreal. I cannot even find a place where we can fit this machine at. Alright, so I believe I can set up my machine like this, with an output on the other side. The question is, how do I get it to the other side of all of this spaghetti? There's too much Italianness here. We cannot get through. I think I remember one time I said something about spaghetti and ketchup. And then somebody actually tried it. And that was, quite interesting. Okay, so I got a bunch of polyethylene pipes. These are insanely easy to make, and you can get like a stack of them in like 5 seconds. It's insane. These are my favorite type of piping now. I quite like polymer pipes. They are amazing. Now, is this a water pipe? Yeah. Let's get... That is a superconductor. That does not connect to pipes. That would damage the superconductor. Please. Please do not damage superconductors by attaching them to that. We just need water to this guy. And to get water to that guy, we just need to do something like this. And not use an axe and use a wrench instead. Okay, that should be good. And then we have our polyethylene pipeline connected. It's better than the gold pipeline. I quite like the way this looks. Having 3 pipes stacked on top of each other. Even though it's redundant, we could just connect to the gold pipe. I think we'll do that anyway. We'll do that right now. Because it was redundant before and made everything even more complicated. Next up, we're gonna need 2 item filters, a conveyor belt, and a bit of luck. Now we gotta take some pyrolusite and put it into the macerator. We will use this Gregtech item sorter to create Greggy spaghetti. Attaching a conveyor belt, attaching an... Never mind. Using a screwdriver to attach an item filter. This will only whitelist this impure pyrolusite dust, but that's only temporary because in the future we may need other things. As you can see, impure pyrolusite is built up inside the ore washing plant. Setting it to the second setting gives us pyrolusite dust. Running tin through the extruder, we can get some small tin pipes. This is very handy. Alright, we can now connect the small item pipe to the electric blast furnace, and this will give us pyrolusite. And are these guys running? Why is this guy not? Oh, it's built up carbon dioxide, which means we need to shove a plunger in it. Shove a plunger in there. Oh my gosh, it works so good. That gives us manganese. Manganese. Funny chemical. Funny element. It requires small piles of dust. Oh my gosh. You kidding me? Then allows carburized stainless steel, which is what we need now. Carburized stainless steel is produced in an EBF with nickel dust, iron dust, and a bit of tiny manganese dust. It can also be produced directly from magnetite at HV. However, we have to do this at medium voltage, which is quite interesting. How do we achieve high voltage? Carburized stainless steel probably has to be taken to this advanced arc furnace at medium voltage or something. It requires oxygen and inert gas, or nitrogen, in carburized stainless steel. This machine must be absolutely painful. It also requires fluorite and quicklime. Now what we're going to make now is a fluid filter. The reason we're going to make a fluid filter is so I can dispose of the waste properly. This is very interesting what we're going to be doing. I have come up with an interesting idea for how we can dispose of this without having to deal with much. It involves these quad fluid pipes, okay? So if we add a filter here, a fluid filter, we can select a believe filter drain and we can set it to be carbon monoxide. Oh wait, this does not output carbon monoxide, this outputs carbon dioxide. Never mind. Oh no, that outputs carbon dioxide. I actually think we'll store the carbon dioxide for further use in a tank. Because I just found out we can make calcite from it, so that's probably what you want to save that for. Pretty good. We need to make an all-pick, which is a thingy. It's a circuit, basically, and, well, it's a silicon wafer. I have the template already. I made this a while ago, because it's used in SMD resistors or something. Also, I was working on plastic board, but have not gotten very far in those. Okay, here we go. This and this. They go together, and they're gonna do their stuff, and we just gotta leave them there for a bit. One thing we're gonna need another blast furnace for is going to be... Oh my gosh. I did not know we were gonna need this many blast furnaces. We'll make the one for carburized, actually, why don't we make all of these? Have them all output this way, and then we can have all the ingredients go into the next one for carburized. Alright, as usual, input bus there, maintenance hatch here. We're going to also have, up top, the, oh, we forgot to make that one hatch. We also haven't made the other hatches. We've made absolutely nothing. Okay, we got everything now. We got the muffler hatch, we got the everything hatches, and we got the other hatches. Alright, I've connected 4 times superconducting cable to these guys. Alright, now this should be the setup that we need. We also need to go get some tools to fix parts of this because, oh, we need to make a new file too. And now we need to make ferrosilicon, which we make in the blast furnace by reacting silicon dioxide, which comes from sand, centrifuging sand, I believe. We'll put that in there. Oh, we already have it, okay. And iron dust, which we have a bunch of iron dust, and also carbon dust. So yet another one that needs carbon and iron. So we'll set this guy to be iron, carbon, and a bunch of other things. So, and silicon dioxide, there we go. Now I think next episode we should spend the time automating quicklime and silicon dioxide. Alright, so that one's running, we got carbon in him. What we need to do is set up a system to add carbon, or no, not carbon, to get the silicon dioxide. I do believe we have quartzite dust, which we can just centrifuge. And that's from getting the emeralds from lapis, which is painful. We'll go over to the Pyrrolese ovens, run it through the centrifuge here. I think that should do the trick. Let's check. Yep, perfect. Now we're gonna go ahead and do one last thing, which is get iron. We have carbon, we just need iron. So iron dust, I got 30 pieces right there. That's from back in the day. Literally the steam age, I think. And I macerated a bunch of iron ingots on accident. And with all of this, we should have ferrosilicon, silicon dioxide, iron dust, and holy crap, it's working. Now, I'm pretty sure we'll get some carbon dioxide out of here, which is going to be, or carbon monoxide, which is going to go to the disposal pipes. Probably if it's carbon monoxide. Yes, let's go. Let's go. I get to use the disposal pipes. Holy crap. So we're going to add a fluid filter there, and we're going to get a screwdriver because I forgot that. Now, this guy is going to be for carbon monoxide, so I need to go ahead and carbon. Yay. And that's carbon monoxide, and that's going to go into this pipe. Alright, let's see if this works. Now, I did fill up this section of the pipe with carbon monoxide on accident, but I'm sure it's fine. And it's actually expected to happen. Because I should probably put a filter here, which stops carbon monoxide from proceeding. Now, the question is this getting the carbon monoxide, or is it going into some other pipe? And it seems like it might be going into some other pipe. However, if I am able to access that, I don't think I can. Okay, there we go. Carbon monoxide now goes through this pipe, and gets drained into here. So once it overflows through this big pipe here, we won't have any more of that not going into here. It'll just all go into here. Which could be useful for a reaction furnace later on if we need carbon monoxide for that, because then, anytime at this end of the pipe, if it ever overflows, it basically acts as like a storage tank, and if it overflows, it gets dumped. I'll see you all next episode.